So let's say I give you the system of linear equations. So we have 3x plus 7y is equal to 0, and then 4x plus 5y is also equal to 0. Now, Now the first thing we should do is choose a variable to eliminate, and I choose to eliminate the x's only because their coefficients are smaller than the y's, so generally that usually means it's less work. So notice that we can't multiply just one equation by a constant in order to get rid of the x variable. We actually have to multiply both of them by different constants. And in this case, we actually multiply them by the LCD of 4 and 3. So I want you to notice if we multiply this equation by 4 and we multiply the bottom equation by -3, in the top, for the x variable, we're going to get a coefficient of 12. So we're going to get 12x up here, and on the second equation, we're going to get minus 12x. So these two coefficients will actually cancel out the x variable. So now, since that's what we want, let's actually do that operation. So let's multiply the top equation by positive 4. So we're going to get 12x plus 28y is equal to 0, because remember, 0 times any number is always 0. And then in the second equation, let's multiply by -3, so we get minus 12x minus 15y is equal to 0. Now, when we add them together, the 12x and minus 12x cancel out and give us a 0. For the y's, we get 28y minus 15y, which is plus 13y. And then 0 plus 0 is 0. So our equation simplifies to 13y is equal to 0, which can only happen if y itself is equal to 0. So now we have our y variable, and we want to plug in y equals 0 into one of the equations so that we can solve for x. So I'm going to plug it into the first equation. So 3x, that just doesn't look nice at all, so let me rewrite it. So I want to plug y equals 0 into 3x plus 7y is equal to 0. So now, doing that, we get 3x plus 7 times 0 is equal to 0. So 3x plus 0 is equal to 0, which simplifies to 3x is equal to 0, which can only happen, again, if x is equal to 0 itself. So now we have our two solutions, which are y is equal to 0 and x is equal to 0. And I want you to note that this is different from not having any solutions. 0 is a valid number as a solution. So we want to write our answer in terms of the ordered pair x comma y. So we want our final statement to be the solution of this system is x comma y, which is 0, comma 0.